It's time to look at a movie called Warcraft, Warcraft: The Beginning, which I think is actually what it was released as. It's a film that came out this year that's been much delayed. It's based on the massive online multiplayer game Warcraft, and a movie of this was actually announced in 2006. So it's taken 10 years to sort of develop it and bring it to the screen. Directed by Duncan Jones, who made Source Code and Moon. He is David Bowie's son, of course. And those are two films that I really admire a great deal, by the way. And it stars Travis Fimmel, Paula Patton, Ben Foster, Dominic Cooper, Toby Kebbell, Ben Schnetzer, Robert Kaczynski, and Daniel Wu. And it's based, as I said, it's loosely based on the world of Warcraft. So it begins set in the world of the orcs, where some magic is tearing their world apart, and they have to move through a magical portal to the world of humans and conquer them. But all is not what it seems, and maybe, just maybe, the orcs and the humans have to get along to coexist to get what they want. And this film received an almighty kicking when it was released earlier this year, but that didn't stop it on a budget of 160 million, taking 433.5 million at the box office. So a sequel is guaranteed there, and it's already been talked about. Duncan Jones has been circling that and saying, yes, I might actually return to do it, which would be something else because he's been working on it for years. But is it any good? So yes, it is. It's way, way better than most critics gave it. Said that it was. It looks fantastic. I watched it in 3D with my son. We both really enjoyed it. As I said, it looks stunning. Visual effects are great, and it is at its heart a film about family. It's a film about trying to help your race and your family to survive and to get on with other people in order to do that. And I think in that respect, it admirably achieves its goals. It's not short, it's 2 hours long, but it never drags. So boy, does it whip along at a rare old pace. I was never bored. The action is great. Visual effects are fantastic. The 3D is really good. So if you have the capacity to watch it in 3D at home, then do so, because it is worth it. I think that for a big blockbuster movie, it's what tends to happen with things like this is that a director kind of loses their identity in amongst it all, and it just becomes kind of ends up looking a bit like Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings. But I actually think that Duncan Jones has brought his own sensibilities to this film, and that there are sequences in this that look very unique to the way that he likes to do things. So that's something to be applauded, really, that you can sort of keep your individuality when all of this sort of chaos is going on around you. Performances are great. So Ben Foster, who's been a long favourite of mine since he was in 6 Feet Under on HBO, he's very good. Travis Fimmel, who's not an actor that I'm familiar with, but I believe he's in Amazon's Vikings series, which I couldn't get on with, but he's actually very good here. And then the performance capture folks like Toby Kebbell are very good. The CGI capture is fantastic. I recommend Warcraft very highly. So, if you avoided this because the reviews were ropey, I think that if you listen to this show, my show a lot, and you think, I regularly recommend things that sort of mainstream critics gave a good kicking to. So I think that if you avoided this because it was kicked around, I'm saying get it. Watch it. It's good. It's worth it. It'll entertain you. And, 2 hours will fly by and you'll think, wow, that was good. So Warcraft is rated 12A. And as I said, it had a right kicking. It's got a 28% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, which is just not at all justified in terms of the quality of the final film. There is one caveat, though, is that some people said it was good, including me, and it's rated 12.